So we've covered Shadowscar. We've made our way out of the tunnels. We've left the inn. You notice that the bar maiden, the pregnant bar maiden, and the inn that owns it, that's operating it, is sitting looking out the door, with tears in her eyes, but you really don't have time to do anything like that. But she's very intently looking out. So you venture into the night. It's not long till morning, but you still want to, you're in a hurry.
Right. We gotta get to this thing before
Thorgrim says if we hurry, it should be about an hour to get to the cave. That I know the way I saw through. And
good.
So again, you do like if you want to do who is the worst person that has dexterity? Probably I don't know if it's...
So is it straight up dexterity?
No, it's a dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw. The clerics, I think, is a 2.
I think Thorgrim dex saving throw is 0.
All right, so Thorgrim is your slowest mover, so you can only move as fast as Thorgrim because
he's... Sense. Well, he's leading us anyway.
So that's good. That way
that
we
doesn't
don't
make
have to worry
sense.
about it.
That means you need to do your dex save.
To see how long it takes. Unfortunately. It's okay though.
15.
Hey, not bad.
That's not bad. So you do not... you make good pace. So you actually... It said it was about an hour, so it's about an hour getting there.
That's good.
So you're able to move. You don't have to really... You're not really trying to hide, but you're really not trying to be seen much.
Right, yeah.
So you come across and you're off the road, and you know from over at the road there is a cart, a horse-drawn cart left on the side of the road.
Okay.
Do you do anything with it, or?
Thorgrim.
Well, he's leading us. What's he gonna do? We are rogues. I kind of do want to check it, but
yeah, I'd say Thorgrim sees it, and did Thorgrim see anything about this cart in his visions?
No.
Okay. I don't know. I didn't see this in my visions. I don't know what it means. I think we should quickly check this out.
Okay. Like I said, it definitely came after.
Yeah.
The group.
So I don't know what this is from. I think we should look at it before we proceed further, just so we know what's ahead of us or what could be ahead of us.
Yeah, it's a horse-drawn carriage that's covered.
And it's covered, but we don't know what's inside.
Mm-hmm. But it's open. You can sort of see in the back of it. It's not like it's completely.
Oh, so it's just okay.
It's like a wagon.
What do we see when we look inside of it?
Some blankets. Or upon further inspection,
we're like
it's more like cloaks.
Cloaks. Have we seen these kind of cloaks before?
They're just sort of basic cloaks.
Basic cloaks.
They're not worn very well. Like they're
older.
No, they're not worn.
They're newer.
They're it's like they may have been like the first time that these cloaks have been used.
Okay, I'm gonna reach in and grab one.
Yeah. Right. So you got it. It's nice material. Like I said, it's clean.
Slick's gonna put it on and see what happens.
All right. So,
hopefully,
you are comfortable.
Good. Okay. No, I'm not like okay. Good.
You didn't disappear
or I'm not like poisoned or like it's giant.
Right. No.
It's probably didn't crawl out like stupid pop. Okay. Is there more in there?
Yeah.
That's really about it.
Upon, I guess, I'm going to do an investigation check. Oh, only a 6. I thought it was an 8. I thought it was a non-nat 20.
Well, like I said, it's a cart, and you can tell that it's horse-drawn, and the horse is tied to a tree.
Okay.
Is there anybody else that we can see around? I might have stole somebody's cloak.
With that then, I guess, let me just see something. Alright, because Shadowscar is kind of impatient because he wants to figure out. Shadow Scar is going to do a perception check to see if like he feels anyone around, like if there's somebody still near them. Nat 20.
You know, it's
So
it's pretty well open. As you go through, you sort of look around. Would not be a great spot for an ambush because it's sort of open. You know, it's a long road, and again, there's a little cave. That's where you're heading. You
Right.
see, but it's like a not a very big hole. It's enough for one person to go in at a time through the cave entrance.
Interesting. And this cave is close to the. Can we see the cave from where we're at?
But it's just this little. You just sort of you'd have to go through. It's not like a big cave. It's just sort of like an opening in the mountain wall.
yeah.
Someone is ahead of us.
Yes.
Okay.
And we don't see anything else lying on the ground, like near where the cave
I think I
entrance
might.
is.
No.
Okay.
I guess we're just gonna go into the
Yep.
cave.
Okay. So
We're gonna check for because we know somebody's. We're gonna check for traps just to make sure. I know it's small, but
right roll.
What is it? Perception, I guess. Is it what it
That's
is?
perception.
It would
And
be. There it is.
I think do you get to add your
20
proficiency bonus?
I don't think so, but I have enough
No,
to
they
where.
check for traps.
Oh, check for traps. You're right. Maybe
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, like some.
It doesn't matter.
Well,
26
Yeah,
even without that. So that'd be a 30.
so you notice that there has been a trap. It's already been disarmed.
Ooh, interesting. That's nice.
It's a good thing.
And it's like these things on the wall would come out
And would have.
and like would have cut you in half.
Looks like somebody kind of helped us out here a little bit. Hopefully they did some more on up the way, but we'll still have to be careful just to make sure. But
Okay.
let's proceed. Just lead the way.
All right. So do you go inside?
Yes.
All right. So you all went inside.
Yes.
And you notice that there's a path ahead of you, and the ground has been changed. You see stalagmites and stalactites all over the place, but there's like a big path that it's been sort of leveled out. That's a clear walking path.
Ooh. Man, somebody
Was-
has really paved the way for us. I
Is
think.
this path the same way that Thorgrim saw?
No, it's not the same. You saw a very similar path, but there were stalactites and stalagmites
in the way?
and crystals all over the place. Now, when you're in this place, there are crystals all over. It's lit. You can see. It's
Nice.
like it sort of gives you different colors. There are gold and bluish crystals
Nice.
around.
Okay.
And so, but it is kind of the same, like the direction from what I saw from the visions that
Yeah.
Shadow Lich went in. Okay, so I'm gonna careful. Like I'm gonna look at Slick and Shadow Scar and be like, "This is the way that we were supposed to go, but someone's already ahead of us."
So it's not the Shadow Lich, it's someone else.
Yes, this was not done by him. This is not what I saw.
Okay. Well, they're making things easier for us, so that's. I'll take it.
Do you want to? What is your perception?
What is my perception plus 9?
Do you want to roll perception to make sure there's nothing crazy on the ground?
That's
or
fine.
anything?
Yeah, because it was paid. That's fine. I'll do that. 19.
Okay. Well, like you look and it doesn't look like it was like there's no marks of tools.
Yeah, nothing.
Or
It's just
anything like
been
that.
leveled out.
It may have been done with magic.
Does it look like anything I've seen before?
Trying to think
If I've seen
I do not think that you've seen
this
that.
particular spell.
You could roll Arcana.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I actually got you some shiny dice too.
Why not? A 5. That's about right.
You're not the most fluent in.
Right, exactly.
But again, you see no tools.
That's good. That's positive.
Okay.
I say we're good to go, man.
Alright.
Keep leading the way.
Onward and upward.
Onward and upward.
I'll get you. So alright. So how far do you move?
So now we're on the map.
So you're you're on the map. You notice there's a couple little alcoves left and right.
Yeah,
I guess
right.
we'll come up to because this is the path we're taking, correct?
Yeah, the straightaway.
Okay, so I guess we're going to come up to the first fork.
I'm gonna stay very close behind him.
And did I see, like, continuing on straight is the way that Shadow Scar went, correct?
Shadow Lich.
Or Shadow Lich.
Yeah, you want these in the front. So, do you want to look at anything there?
Yes. You want to use your perception. I've only got +6 with Shadow Scar.
Okay. That's why I put myself behind you. I'm just gonna look to see if what's around us, and I might also look to see about those crystals.
All right, you want to look at the crystals?
Yeah. That's a 16 perception.
So you got a 16, and what are you looking for in the crystals?
Anything that stands out, or if they can be picked up easily.
They're like a natural thing.
Okay.
Do nature.
Nature. Ooh, good. 20, not that 20.
Right. Like this is normally something that grows in the Underdark. But you notice that a lot of the places it's really smooth.
Mm-hmm.
And you sort of look around now at the walls too. There's other than the stalactites and the mites that are through there, they've all been sort of smooth too. It's almost like at one point this was underwater, and it's now no longer underwater.
Interesting. It looks like there was water come through here. I don't know if that's what caused the path to get to that or not, but that's what that's what it seems like to me. So I say
onward and upward.
Onward and upward.
Okay.
Continue leading the way.
All right.
We'll get to this punk.
So where are you heading?
I'm going to follow the path that I best remember of Shadow Lich taking.
So I guess.
So you've moved up and you see a great formation of crystals. A very, very bright white set of crystals. Do you do anything with that?
Why not?
I'm 100% gonna be like, I'm gonna let you look at it, and then depending on what happens, if you're like, oh, this is something cool, I'm gonna investigate it. That's all I got is investigation. It's +5.
With that.
So do you want to do anything with the crystal?
Yeah, I'm just gonna look and see what.
What, honey? You're telling me. It's probably an age restriction.
Go ahead. Did you get one?
6.
Of course you did.
No. 2 3s.
Oh, 2 3s.
So what do we do?
No, he was rolling. I'm gonna go up and just look and see if I see anything in the crystals.
Okay. So you look at the crystals and everything they're perfectly smooth, but you do happen to notice on one of the larger ones it looks like something has been chipped away and some of it has been broken off.
Ooh. Can I pick it up?
No, like it was.
Oh, like somebody took it.
Something someone has taken.
Has already taken a big piece
has
of
broken and taken something.
Ooh, interesting.
Yep. So is there any type of roll that you all want to do while you're here?
I guess I'll do perception just to kind of look around and see, since it's lit so well, see
Yes,
what else
it's like
I see.
lit very well.
Ooh, not a great, but still 13.
13. You look around, and you see a person sitting.
Ooh.
That's fairly conscious, sitting over here, right next to a rope that has been pinned into the ground. It's a shaft. Looks like it's starting to head down.
Okay. I'm gonna say, do you remember that guy from your visions?
No.
Well,
No.
I guess we'll go see what's up with that guy. Looks like he's
Yeah,
Like,
we need to
He's,
check.
Not
li-
the
he's, a little,
best.
he's a little beat up.
not the best.
So with this, Shadow Scar is gonna look. We saw where that was chipped away at, right?
You're gonna invent Shadow Squares, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna try. Shadow Scar might try to take some. Because I don't know what it does, and Shadow Scar is a rogue who likes to take things.
Well, that was the old Shadow Scar. Is that this Shadow Scar too?
Curious.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna use to. Is this the same kind of? Do I need to do a perception to see if this is the same kind of?
You have to hit the green button, honey.
To see if this is the same kind of crystals before that we just saw, or can I tell easily that it's the same kind of crystal?
It's different. It's a little bit different.
Okay. What kind of check do I need to do to try to look into it? Like to
Look
see.
into it.
That would be nature.
Ah.
18.
Oh wow. What
God.
the heck, dude?
Like this is these are, innate crystals. They have a little bit of. They really don't have. They're not magical. Like the illumination is different. People do use this like materials for various things. So sometimes they make stuff. Sometimes it's decorative. Sometimes they use it for armor.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. I'm not gonna see many reasons of trying to do that because I'm gonna guess. Could I tell if it was very hard to break off? Like if it would be hard to chip this?
Well, the one that you see, it looks like it was done with quite a bit of skill.
Yeah.
Chipping it out, but if you don't care about if you don't care about the structure, then you probably could just whack it and take a piece.
We'll give it a shot. Why not? I don't want to be like super steely, but at the same time, I feel like it's something that may be able to be used.
Yeah, it's a form
Not
of material,
necessarily
but
steely.
it's always it glows.
Yeah. So it's always gonna glow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go
I might
ahead.
give it to her, though.
What do I need to do to try to break it?
So the strength.
You knew it was gonna be straight.
I know.
Because you're not proficient in any type of
17.
What? How are you rolling so freaking?
So what tool did you do you have a tool or weapon that you
Probably
try
not
to
a weapon, right? It
try to
didn't have be
tip it
'cause I
off.
got you.
I'd like a dagger.
So you have it. You actually have a dagger.
Yeah.
So all right. So you jab that dagger in the best you can. You hit it, and it does tear off a chunk, a couple inches big, but it chips your dagger pretty bad.
How your dagger's used? Actually, maybe.
I thought I used my psionic blade.
I figured,
anyways.
Yeah. So technically the dagger lost your plus damage on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
You basically blunt it really bad, so it chipped in.
Yeah, so
but you can tell how tough it was. It's like
Right.
bam. So you have a chunk of this crystal.
Okay. Alright, now go back over. I just wanted to see what that was.
So when we come over to the, is it man?
Yeah, this is the man.
When we come over to the man,
I'm going to have my hand on my sword just because the last time there was a guy laying down, I said cut his head off.
that's fair. That's fair.
So okay, so do you want to do a history, perception?
I'll do a perception check, Thorgrim will.
So
Just to see what he can. Actually, could I do history with that?
Yeah, if you remembered it.
You are mostly from the west, so
Yeah.
Alright.
So if you think that from the west, you would know.
21.
Wow.
you have no idea who this dude is.
I love how
He ain't from the West.
Okay.
Do I know who he is? Do I need to do?
Yes, roll.
Would it be history? I guess.
You do insight too.
I think I'll take insight, and that will be actually. I think both of them are the same. That will be a 9.
It's Bailey. It looks familiar.
Familiar.
You're trying to look. The clothing is not.
The clothing's not, but the face.
You don't recognize the clothing.
Okay.
It is nice. No, it's good gear to sort of move around. He's carrying a really nice sword.
Interesting.
You vaguely feel that you've seen this sword.
Can I try to?
So you're trying to look at his face, and you're trying to look at this sword.
So
Can I try to roll history? You want me to roll history on it? See. If I can-
roll history on
Come
this
on, because we'll say I use insight first, and we'll use. That's not going to be much better. 6.
Thorgrim's gonna see that it's a nice sword, and he's gonna be like, "This is a super nice sword. I'm gonna go to pick it up to investigate it."
Man, you just gonna take? Is he holding
You
it?
want to try to take it?
Is he holding it?
Is he holding it
Yeah.
like tight?
Yeah, I think he would be holding it. Is he?
He's down holding it.
So, I'm just gonna say, because I'm just gonna say you look familiar. What is your name?
So you want to try to wake him up?
Yes.
Medicine.
I think that would be the case. I've got all my bad rolls out of the way. Yes, 18.
All right. So you wake him up carefully. So and he wakes up, and he sort of like grips because it's like through there. And the first thing he does is he checks the rope.
Oh.
Like I said, the rope ventures on down.
He
checks the rope. And he's like, how long have I been out? It's like did the like it's like, are you? He's sort of a little confused, but so he goes ahead and gets up. So you stand
Sorry.
him up.
He gets up.
All right, so you have a much better view of him now.
Hey.
So do you want to try again?
Why not? I can't get it. 5.
5. Well, it doesn't take much now, luckily, because this is a very easy throw.
Okay, good.
So you look and you actually can see who it is. His face, but you've never seen him dressed this way. He usually has a helmet on, or some type of armor. It's Nick.
I'm gonna say Nick. What are you doing here?
He goes. He goes, hello, Slick, because he knows Slick.
Right, he does.
All right, so it's like, were you the ones that he sent from the castle to aid me?
No, we just got here. We're actually chasing. We're chasing the imposter that impersonated Shadow Scar, and he turned into some kind of lich thing.
So he looks over and says, Nick says that I have heard the reports that you were impersonated. It was Shadow Scar. He's like, are we sure that you're really the real one, or?
Yes, we are 100% sure, because the other one does not look like himself anymore.
Okay, just persuade him on it.
Yeah, so he's like, not.
Okay, so what am I? Okay.
13.
Yeah, it's enough. Like you've not done anything. You've been in you've been an informant. Ava, stop. You've been an informant for the Queen quite a bit. So right. he believes like
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Boy,
good job, man.
So he does believe.
I don't have to cut his head off.
Yeah, so it's like violence is not the answer this time.
Yeah.
Good job.
This time.
And I'm going to say I've recruited some of my Shadow Compass members to help us. I have Thorgrim and Kit, and we're all going to take down this Shadow Lich, for a better term.
We're gonna kill the imposter.
That's exactly right.
He doesn't get to take my face and live.
He said, "Well, I understand your vengeance. I would want to explain. I've been waiting for Projet, and he was supposed to be here hours ago,
And he's not.
and the others were here with me. They left, and after they left, I was attacked by some type of drow. Luckily, a bunch of demons, like these little demon imps, appeared and helped me defeat this strange type of drow I've never seen before, and we drove them away. But I've still been waiting for the others. But Projet's still not gotten here, and if, by the looks of how cleaned up my blood has been dried, I've been here a couple hours since they left to bring me reinforcements. I was trying to rest because I was going to go towards the Drow City and try to hopefully meet up with him. This rope leads to the bottom into like the water shaft. That was the water line for the city.
Okay.
We discovered that this used to be underwater. That's why no one knew this was part of the Underdark. And per my reports, they dammed up the water and drained the city.
Okay.
And so we're able to traverse this. Projet had sent a message using the sending stones that we have that he was making his way out and sent some coordinates, and this is where we're supposed to meet him. But he's not. He's way late.
Okay.
And that, you know, I swore an oath to the kingdom, but I swore an oath to him first that that he's given me everything. I wouldn't be in the position I am today if it wasn't for him and you all, you know, helping prompt me up to become the Lightbringer. So I am heading towards the city myself, or until I find Projet.
Well, you can come with us because we also need to. We're thinking that we can use this thing to maybe stop the farmer.
And he's like, I will gladly journey with you until we find Projet, if we find him.
Sounds good. How are you? You look a little bloody. How are you doing there?
So he's only down like 15 HP.
Okay.
So he's not awful. So he said, I have a potion, but I've just been saving it for an emergency.
Okay. I can. I've got 4 first level, and it's that. So save your potion. You might need it. Let me go ahead. I'm just gonna do a low level healing spell. I'm gonna do a first level cure wounds.
Okay.
Oh, 11. Nice.
All right. So like that almost
That's my first slot.
That almost puts him to full.
Nice. So now we're full on headed into this. And then also now, before we go, this is the way that he saw the Lich go, right? Okay.
Yeah. So it went down. And it didn't use no rope to get down. It just sort of floated down to this great cavern. So you all go down the rope, and if you're not in a hurry, you don't have to do any checks climbing.
Yeah,
up
let's
and
just.
down.
We're not in a hurry.
Like I said, it's almost 200 feet
Oh,
up.
so we're being very safe.
So you're going
being
through.
very safe.
It's like welcome to the.
Ooh.
So welcome to the underground. So you have made your way into the tunnel system, like the cavern of the pipes and everything.
All right.
So you've made your way down.
Go, Dad.
You've entered into this great cavern that goes way far off in the distance with more water.
Okay.
This whole place used to be full of water, but
Okay.
now
It's all gone.
so.
I don't want to in that water. I don't want to die.
The one thing that you notice down the bottom, there are still pockets of a little bit of green water down through here, because, like I said, it just stopped the flow of it and it's drained on,
Right.
so it's not being replaced. So there are pockets of water. So you must be careful of the water.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So again, we're here,
Okay.
and you're trying to make your way through.
Okay.
There are caverns that look like they're sort of a couple things have been burrowed. Sadly, there are look like some type of cobweb webbing
Oh boy,
through
here
there,
we go.
along with some crystals that have grown. So, and
I'm waiting because I know we're getting close. And I'm getting my augury.
Smart.
so you want to go ahead and do your artery?
Oh, is
What?
hand on the head.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is this a
What?
how? I don't know how long before we have to fight the big bad.
It's gonna be close.
Yeah,
We're closing in pretty close because we're here where the water was, and there wasn't any water standing before. Now there is.
So you're close. It's just there's
We're
like I said,
close.
there's a few things. So you're here and you see a vision.
Okay.
Okay.
Pops up, like say your pops up, and you see a chamber, and Shadow Lich is surrounded by floating drow.
A floating drow.
Several.
Oh crap.
There are several floating drow around him, and you can see you can actually see the stream of the life force, like he can see, like with your eye,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like coming towards. It's like it's coming to him.
So he's draining the drow.
Ah, you are correct.
So how quickly do you want to go through here?
Yeah, we know that he's draining the drow. Well,
Yeah,
what you think? That you said he was draining the drow, so.
So yeah, I'm gonna look at Slick and the others and say I think we might need to hurry. I saw another vision again, and he is draining the life force of drow to become stronger.
Oh man, we're in a spot. Did you see anything else?
I just saw floating drow and what looked like life force going into him.
Okay.
Like I said, you all see, like I said, you're venturing through all this, and there's a great pipe that's up near the city that will take you into the city.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to use my augury because I got to figure out what question to ask.
That's a good question. Yeah.
But you're still a little ways off.
Okay, we're not there yet. We can kind
That's
of.
why I was like asking how quickly you wanna go. Like, do you want to save it for when you enter the city? Because you all are going
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
city.
Yeah, I wanna
we
save
don't
it.
necessarily. We just know he's in a chamber, right?
Yeah.
We don't necessarily know exactly.
And there's no questions I have right now. That
Yeah,
would
but
help
that's
me.
not gonna. Yeah. So we're just gonna. We are gonna go quick, but not. We're still gonna go careful.
Okay. All right.
And we're
So
gonna definitely watch out for those cobwebs
Yeah.
and the water too. I guess both.
okay. So again, you can move as fast as your slowest companion. With
Oh wait,
Just
what's
Thorgrim.
yeah? Because Nick is a little bit.
Nick's actually a +1.
That's what I thought
dexterity.
he was. Yeah.
So I need to go.
Thorgrim, we're putting Thorgrim up front again. And I'll be right behind him. We'll let Shadowscar take up the rear.
12.
Oh, okay. So it's going to take you about 30 minutes to reach, the tunnel and the edge of the city.
Okay.
You've not seen anyone or anything like that. So you just avoided things. You didn't really trigger anything.
That's good.
Not much. Who's got the worst stealth?
The worst stealth. It'd probably be either Kit or no. I guess Thorgrim because you have disadvantage plus you have 0
Oh,
on.
no, +3 on stealth because I chose something that got me stealth.
But
Well, then hold on,
But
Nick.
you're still at disadvantage.
So
Yeah.
so is Kit. Let me just make sure about Kit's.
Yeah, Nick doesn't have his heavy armor on.
I think Kit's is only +2, so Kit might be the
So that's
worst.
why Nick looks different, because Nick is
That's why he does it.
Nick does.
So
He has
technically, Kit is the worst. It's +2 with the disadvantage.
Roll to see how much noise you make, basically.
Oh boy.
Let's see if we wake anything up.
Not horrible. 8.
Okay, that's not
As bad as
bad.
it.
That's not bad enough to make something come out through here. So you do. Do you enter the city?
I think so. What do you think, Thorgrim?
But can we? I guess are we close enough to see anything into the city?
Well,
Yeah.
like I said, you're crawling in through a pipe
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just
into
gonna
the city.
yeah,
you're
we're just-
going to come up out of like a fountain or something,
Okay.
something big enough,
Yes.
something big enough to.
Yeah, I say we go ahead and get out of this. I don't like the looks of all this. Scary.
It is very scary.
Dad, look how far I'm here. We're at 78.
Are you doing good?
I'm almost to 100.
Ooh.
I was up to 100.
All right. So you've made your way into a palace section.
Ooh.
So you notice the water here is normal.
Not green.
Yeah. So apparently it's come from somewhere else. So it must be a different type of source. One that has been cleaned, apparently. I should have let it out. So what you guys do?
Interesting.
So you're pretty close. You're pretty close to where the ceremony's happening.
Ooh.
Okay.
We're getting there.
I'm just putting that down there.
Oh yeah, so we keep
Yeah.
keep it flat here.
We're going to try to get that.
Oh, I thought it was about to be the floating people. I was like, oh gosh, we
Yeah,
are.
definitely.
I think so. We're really close to the ceremony happening.
Yeah, you're close. You're not far.
Hey, boo. Come on.
So
I miss you.
are you going to try to stealthily get there? You're going to try to get. You're going to try to.
What?
Like I said, like you occasionally see these flashes, and there's like there's a lot of green,
Oh my god.
or there's a lot of life force coming into this.
Okay. I think we do go stealthily.
I think we have to.
We want to try to sneak up on him anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough fight, no matter what. Stealth, I think, is our only option.
Yeah, it's gonna help us.
All right, so that means that you only can move at half speed to get there. So it's going to take longer to get there.
It's an army, mommy.
So do I need to go ahead and do another dexterity?
Well, hold on.
Because it's going to determine how much time
I have
passes.
78. We have some.
If we don't travel stealthily, we run the risk of fighting people.
Mm-hmm. We have a lot of drought fight.
What?
But if we get there too late, he's going to be more powerful.
Mhm.
Aubrey, what? Aubrey have to make it. Oh, Aubrey helped you? Yeah, a little bit.
What do you want to do?
No.
I guess we kind of hurt either way, regardless, right?
Alright. Should I use the one thing now?
The augury.
It's not what
This
you
means
think.
that you need to get there within 30 minutes.
It's not
Or, oh, we need to get there within 30 minutes?
Yeah, because it is.
Okay.
It's like that spell only lets you really know like half an hour ahead before he
Right.
wants to.
I see what you're saying.
Okay, so yeah, well,
Let's just forgo stealth this time. See how close we can get.
alright.
Because we're just still following him, right?
So,
Go ahead.
so for ghost stealth,
Go straight. Yeah, good thing.
I clicked on the wrong thing.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
10, but still,
So 10.
yeah, because I rolled 4. I didn't do the saving throws. I did the dex up top. I clicked on it, and then I went down and clicked on dex saving throw, and it was a 14. But
Can you play with me? Oh, I mean, can you help me?
Yeah, help. So do you decide to like you're all moving at normal pace, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like the city's been empty through all your
Other, right.
Yeah.
through all everything you've seen. The city has supposedly been emptied anyway.
yeah, so
I say we just
yeah,
We're
forgoing it because we can't let him get that much stronger. He already almost killed us.
Yeah, we're going.
No, I don't. Go, yeah, that way. The way that A was pointing? No, not.
I don't know where to go. So you're going to go on to that. So if you're in a hurry,
Yes.
do you want to cast your whatchamacallit thing?
Augury,
The augury.
Dad, I'll tell you
Might as
which
well.
way to go.
My question was going to
But
ask
first,
What question?
I need to
is if we fight the Lich
wait,
now,
I'm
will we die?
finished.
I think we're gonna have to fight the Lich regardless.
Or you wanted to know how the results will turn out if you fight the lich?
That's good. Okay.
Yeah, that's.
Um,
Let me go ahead. I'm gonna take that spell off here.
That's fine.
Yeah.
well, there will be good and bad come out of this, both. But there is the ability for good to happen. So
Okay.
it's not all
It's positive.
it's
That
not
means
all
there's a
bad.
chance.
All right. So I think we have to go fight him now.
Dad, tell me when
I
you're
guess kind of
when you
whatever
say
prayed. There can be good come out of this, and if we can stop him now before he gets too strong.
Sounds good to me.
So
That's what we're here for.
And so Nick is still sort of sad because he
He
didn't
was
see
waiting for-
he didn't
he's
see
waiting for
Protege. Yet you hear him muttering about how he hopes that this supposed lich didn't get him.
I'm just gonna say, have some faith in Protege. He'll be okay.
all right.
what's this
And
thing?
he said, "Well, if the lich is involved, hopefully we'll be okay."
Well, that's true as well. Yeah,
Very true.
might be worried about more about us than.
Shut. No, you have to.
So, all right. So, honey, you got to go that direction. All right. So, I am.